dears, before we get started, I just want to let you know that my dog is barking incessantly and he won't stop. So yes. So today's video is going to be a little bit shorter than I typically do because frankly, I have 6 summer jobs and I've done a few big research videos this month and I'm really tired. So it's time for a sit down chat, which is also scripted because I don't feel like editing an unscripted video because that takes like 10 times as long. I hope that's cool with you. Anyway, yeah, also I haven't done an intro in a while, I think. So hi, if you're new here, my name is Sydney and I'm autistic, disabled, gay, a musician, and I have been chronically ill for just over half of my life, which is a very weird thing to say, but I mean, you could actually count it to be my entire life if you count IBS into that, because my gut has been a mess since I was a toddler. But anyway, I have migraines, I have POTS, I have chronic fatigue syndrome, irritable bowel syndrome, and not EDS, but my body acts that way, and I'm starting to think that maybe several doctors lied to me, but also I don't really care. Either way, I'm duct taping my body back together. And this is what I wish I knew when I was going through the diagnostic process, both for autism and migraines, and for memory loss, and for my joint issues, and just kind of all of the things. As always, you are welcome to take any and all of this advice. You're also welcome to ignore any of it. I am just simply putting it out there. There are many other ways to go about life. These are just my experiences and what I wish that I knew. So I had my first migraine on my 9th birthday, and from age 10 until now, I've gone to dozens of different specialists in all kinds of fields, and I've gotten both positive help, also letdowns, and just like a wee touch of medical trauma. And the main thing that I wish that I knew is that, first of all, doctors aren't all-powerful gods. They're smart and they can 100% help you, but they're not all-knowing. So if they tell you that what you're feeling isn't real, it's still very real and unpleasant for you, and you deserve to be listened to and valued. Also, when it comes to mental health or chronic illness, no doctor is just gonna go, yeah, here's a magic pill, you are cured, because I spent 6 years of my life continuously believing that somehow this was possible and that I just wasn't going to the right specialist and that my migraines could be cured. And I went to doctor after doctor just waiting for this magic fix while my health just got progressively worse and worse because I didn't know how to manage it. And that brings us to the second thing that I wish that I knew. You're allowed to look for care and you're allowed to want to feel better. I'm not saying you can't. But while you're doing that, you do need to learn how to live with your condition, just in case. I was so focused on finding a medical cure that I refused to think about the possibility that perhaps this is my life now and I could actually be a disabled person and maybe I should put some work into learning how to manage my symptoms. Because if there is some magical cure, then hey, now you know your body better than you did before, and you know how to respect your own limits and all of that good stuff. And if that magical cure doesn't exist, you're prepared to just continue life living the way that you've been living rather than getting sicker and sicker and becoming more and more desperate to find some cure that isn't coming. I learned that one the hard way. To be fair, I was like 14, so I can't really blame former me, but I am. Also, whether something has a specific label or a diagnosis or not, it's still who you are and it's still what you're experiencing, and well, it's still bothersome enough that you're seeking out help. So don't let anybody tell you that you're different now that you're diagnosed or that what you're experiencing isn't real because you don't have a diagnosis. Because in all medical fields, getting a diagnosis is such a privilege. And even if you can get to the point where you would go to a physician who could give you that diagnosis, doctors can still be ignorant on certain conditions and not give you one. So let's just be friendly and not judge others or ourselves. And lastly, it's okay to stop treatment and stop looking for treatment. There came a point in my life where I realized that through my own work, by myself, I had all of my symptoms under control and I stopped going to migraine treatment. And then every time I got a migraine, somebody would tell me that I needed to see a doctor and that they were worried about me and that I haven't tried all the treatment options, so I'm weak and I've just given up and that what I'm doing is self-harm and that grossness. So let me put it this way. People won't stop bugging you until you are suddenly abled. No matter how much work you put in, if your disability is visible in any sort of way, people want to believe that it's your fault for not working hard enough because that's way less scary to believe than the idea that you can suddenly have your life turned upside down by chronic illness or disability and that the medical system can't magically fix it. So if you feel like your treatment is making you feel worse and you want to stop it, don't let anybody bully you into doing otherwise, because you deserve to do what makes you feel the best you. And I know every now and then when I have a migraine, I think, wow, maybe I should go see a doctor. Maybe I should go to a neurologist again. It's irresponsible of me to keep living this way. But then I realized that the exhaustion of recounting my medical history and trying out new medications and getting my hopes up and then dashed over and over and over again is just really terrible for my mental health, and that I'm healthier with the ways that I've learned to manage my symptoms now. And that's kind of scary for me to say because I know people aren't going to be happy about it, but it's true. So to recap, I wish I knew that. I'm probably not going to get a magic pill that cures all the things, and so I should learn to manage my symptoms at the same time that I search for treatment, just in case. I am still me, and I am still experiencing what I'm experiencing, even if I don't have a specific word or diagnosis for it yet. I am still me. Where am I? 3? I am still me, and I am no different with a specific diagnosis than I was before I had that diagnosis. 4, I am still experiencing what I'm experiencing, even if the doctor tells me that I'm not. It's real to me, and it's affecting my daily life, and I deserve a professional who believes me. And 5, I'm allowed to stop treatment if it's taking too much of a toll on my health. I don't know if any of those things were at all helpful for you, but I know that a lot of people are coming out of this pandemic with a lot of new diagnoses and such, so I hope that this can help you in your journey. I know how frustrating and exhausting the whole diagnostic process is, and I wish you very much luck. Also, for whoever needs to hear this, you are disabled enough. You are. No, you just are. That's all. That's it. Yeah, anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for learning. Remember, your story isn't over. It has only just begun, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one.